Like sometimes, like we barely talk about these things. It's like we portray Christianity as some sort of prison, and it's not. It is actually just a way for us to actually be free. Like following or your walk with Christ is just a key of breaking all the chains that are holding you hostage. It's just a way of breaking all the chains that are making you feel like you're in a cage or you're in a prison, because you get spiritual release, you get mental release, physical release, like emotionally, everything that you are, like everything that you do, everything that you own. It's like you get that released through Christ. You get what I mean? So like Christianity is not a prison. Just because God does not permit us to do or engage in certain acts, it does not mean that He doesn't love us. That is His form of protecting us, of preventing us from falling into sin or falling into the shackles of the world. So it is very important that as a Christian you give your life to God in truth and in spirit. You can serve God, but then if your heart is not there, for what is it worth? Who are you doing? You're not doing it for anyone else, but you're doing it for yourself. Your relationship with God is personal. You understand? Your relationship with God is very personal. Like, it is a personal, intimate relationship. I don't understand how you wouldn't acknowledge it, because God is the Almighty, the creator of the heavens and the earth. Having to have a relationship with the Father of the universe, like, that is a masterpiece. Like, do you understand? What I'm trying to say is, when you serve God, you need to serve God in truth and in spirit. You cannot mix it with anything else. You cannot serve two kings at the same time. You either choose God but nothing else, because God cannot be mixed with other obstacles, because God tells you that if you want to follow me, pick up the cross, deny yourself completely. It means that all the desires of the world that you have, your fleshly desires, those sinful thoughts, all of that, you throw it and leave it behind you and follow God. Pick up the cross and follow Him in truth and in spirit. Because you might say that, okay, fine, why do I have to let go of all that I have in order to pick up the cross and follow God? Well, because the Bible says, seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these other things will be added unto you. All that you are, all that I am, it is because of God, it is because of Christ. You are the way you are today just because God sent His Son, because His Son, Jesus, died for you. He shed His blood for you in order to be free. That you don't need all this baggage. Most times we stress ourselves and we say, Lord God, I can't do it. Who are you doing it with? Are you doing it with Christ, or are you doing it without Christ? If you want to take your matters and do them according to your ways, let me tell you something, my brother, my sister, it's not gonna work. You need God in your life to intervene. You need Christ in your life. Yes, it's gonna be hard, of course. That's the beauty in it, because I love how transparent God is with us. God told us that, yes, when you follow me, you will be persecuted. Not everyone received Christ. Not everyone followed Him. Not everyone believed Him. So it is grace and privilege to actually believe in God. He is the way, the truth, and the life. You ask yourself, but God, how am I going to do this? Take it to God. Take it to God. Like sometimes we ask so many questions, but then yet we forget who or what the source is. Like, who is the initiator of life? Where did life begin? Where did all of this start? Because we sit in a place and we'll be like, okay, but life is hard. Who is this initiator of life, and who are you doing this life with? If you're doing it with God, you're in the right place. If you're doing it without God, where are you getting this life? Because God is life. So you need to fully commit to Christ, because without Christ you are nothing. You don't have a meaning, you don't have an identity, you are just a living being. life began in the spirit. I don't understand why you would want to mix the spirit with the flesh. Like you want to intertwine everything. Like it does not work like that. It is the spirit than in the flesh, not the other way around. So that's why you have to nurture your spirit. Give your spirit to God and let Him nurture you, let Him groom you. Most people say that, but then what if? Have you tried Jesus? Have you tried God? Do you get what I mean? Have you tried God, the creator of the universe and earth? How often do you go into the intimate space with God and be like, God, here I am. All that I am is yours. All that I have is yours. All that I am is because of you. How often do you put yourself in that position and honor Christ? How often? How often do you get into the secret place and be like, God, this is all you? How often do you give thanks to God? Do you even take the praises back to Him? Do you?